we live, guys? Hey there, everyone. Welcome. Coolest Firearms here in Marlow, Oklahoma. Thanks so much for stopping out at the shows this past weekend. Now, we had two shows, one that was in Allen and one that was in Pasadena. Giving away a gun for each. Thank you to Michelle, Tim, Premier Gun Shows, the whole team at Premier. We rocked it this weekend. Both shows. We were super busy. Had a great time. Sold a lot of guns. But let's get to this. So the Allen show, we were giving away a 7.5-inch 300 blackout. The Pasadena show, we have a 5.56 5-inch. One of our micros here. Awesome for personal protection truck gun. Well, Allie's going to pull a winner. We're going to do Pasadena. Pasadena first, please. And we're going to do a 5 and 4. She's a little ahead of me today. 3, 2, 1. And the Pasadena winner, the first winner is?
Aloy A.
Aloy A. Aloy A. Allie's going to be giving you a call. If you don't answer, she's going to send you a text message. We're going to have 5 minutes to respond. We're going to do the Pasadena first. Sorry, guys, you're going to have to stay tuned for a little bit. I got a bunch of great things to talk about today. And after we're done with Pasadena, we'll move on to the Allen show, and we'll get that winner going. One at a time. Keep it in order. Oh, they have one of those voicemail screenings. I wanted to show everybody something. I'm sure I'm going to get some people upset about this. And I'm sorry, just to say it out there, I'm just showing facts. Just facts.
You won.
So, oh, looks like we got Aloy. Answered the phone. First winner. That's going to be for the Pasadena show. I wanted to talk about this, and then we'll go to Allen here later, get the information from that winner. So, let's take a look at these cartridges. Where did they come from? We walked outside. Logan and I walked out to our closest burn. Now, that is at 90 feet outside in our range here at Coolest Firearms in Marlow. We're taking on this little ranch environment. Obviously, if you own a Coolest, you want to come up here, you're looking at our firearms, you're welcome to come up and demo and take some shooting tips from us here, the pros. But this is what we picked up off the ground. Now, we didn't go digging in the backstop. We didn't get out a shovel. We didn't use a metal detector. We picked these up off the ground. So let's take a look here. This is 5.56. And this is what a bullet looks like after it hits our clay backstop in 5.56. To give you another quick idea, this is a 9mm, 115 grain blazer. Yes, we're out there playing with our 2011s and having a fun time, but that's that. Now let's get a little bit more important. Let's talk about our 300 blackout. So these are Mag Tactical. Now these are going 2,200 feet per second out of our 7-inch gun, and these are what the bullets look like after impact. They stay very, very close to exactly with the way they came out of the gun. Exactly. They look almost exactly there. You can tell they're 150 grains or shorter. Now here is the eye opener. 208 grain Hornady match grade ammunition that we would suggest you use for hunting. It's got the ELD tip on it, and here they are. Keep in mind, this is supposed to expand when it hits the target, and that is the most amount of expansion that we had on a tip of one of the bullets. We even have one here that the ballistic tip is still attached. Now be mindful, these didn't even penetrate the clay. These were laying on the ground in front of our backstop. All right, what does all that mean? Well, stay tuned. Let's go and talk now about who is going to be the winner for the Allen Gun Show. All right, again, what a great turnout this weekend. Now, we're going to pull the Allen winner. We already got our Pasadena winner. Congratulations to Aloy. Amazing. You're going to be so excited to have this gun. Mindful, they have a lifetime warranty. Finish, function, accuracy, whatever you could possibly do to it, we'll take care of it for life of the firearm. That's what our mantra is. But anyways, all roads go to here, and here we go. Allen Gun Show winner. 6, 5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
Now the Allen winner is
Christopher P.
Christopher P. Christopher P. Allie's giving you a call. Maybe we can get that person right on the phone. Christopher P. You're getting a call and a text message from Allison. You've got 5 minutes to respond. 5 minutes. Now, what does this mean? Well, if you were using this in a defensive situation, and if we can't even penetrate clay, we're seeing 0 expansion, and we're going 900 feet per second. I have a hard time believing this would be a good defensive round. Now, up here in Marlow, Oklahoma, I've got some great neighbors. One of my neighbors is putting together a little ability for us to go out and we're going to do some live feed on some pigs. We're going to do a little pig hunting. We're going to be shooting both supersonic and subsonic 300 blackout, and we're going to see what this does. Now, I have firsthand experience. 150 yards, somewhat about a 100-pound animal, and it ran when I hit it with a subsonic. So as it runs away, I was a little distraught. So I dumped the magazine, grabbed a supersonic mag, and I go, the next one off its feet on the ground. I can say that. I got the video clip. Can't put it online. They'll get mad at me. Off of the thermal, since these thermals that we're running from Pulsar on our 10.5-inch 300 blackouts. Talk about an amazing thermal. Not only does it record, allows you to picture-in-picture zoom from 2.5 to 12 power. Comes as a package, multiple batteries. You know, on our platform, we're seeing such incredible results reaching out there, a couple hundred yards with that 300 blackout and supersonic. But we definitely had issues with that subsonic penetration. And being out there on the backstop, I have to say thank you to Logan for going out and showing me this. We even had what shouldn't happen. The center core of the cartridge, of the bullet itself, is gone. All it left was sitting on the ground is the cup. So for those beginners out there, we'll take a second and explain cartridge and how it's made. So maybe this will help better have everyone understand what all this means. Be mindful we're on the clock on the 5-minute counter right now for the winner from the Allen Gun Show. So how do they make a bullet? Well, traditionally, if you do a little Google research and you look at it, it starts as a long roll of copper. It has a stamp that actually makes what we call a cup, but it actually stamps out a little circle. That little circle then gets put into a die, and with a few forming motions, they form it into literally what you see here, a cup. It's a bit longer, but they form it into a cup. Then they actually put a piece of lead inside of this cup. Now that lead is exactly measured to what they need for overall weight. When they position the lead inside of the cup, the next thing it does is it goes into a die. That die then squeezes the cup against the lead. Now how the die profile is going to tell you where that center mass of that lead is going to be in the cartridge itself. Look like we got Christopher called back in relationship to being the Allen winner.